Peace, family. Will Roundtree here, your credit master instructor at the Jay Morrison Academy, your president, co-founder of Easy Funding, real estate investor, real estate coach. But more importantly, I want to come to you and show you how to invest in real estate by leveraging credit cards. Now, a lot of us may have thought this is a fairly new concept, but it's really not. And the thing that I'm always sharing with people is that the thing that separates successful people from unsuccessful people a lot of times is the information. Now, once you get the information, you now have the knowledge, and people feel like, well, the knowledge is the power. But no, it's actually applying the knowledge is where the power comes from. And I want to help you guys get the knowledge, and then we're going to be able to help you actually apply it, which is what we teach you within our one-on-one real estate coaching. But more importantly, the biggest thing, first of all, is understanding. You have to understand credit. Credit is pretty much the foundation to anything when it comes to real estate, when it comes to business, because you can take these exact same concepts, these exact same strategies, and leverage credit cards to go and start a successful business. That's how I was able to grow my business to a seven-figure income, let alone my real estate portfolio. And so with that being said, once you understand credit, credit is, again, the foundation, and that's a strategy that I think that we should all learn and be able to pass down to our children, because it'll always put them in position to be able to get access to wealth. That's the first fundamental step. Okay, so now we've helped you position your credit, and then we're going to also help you go and start your new business. So whether it's an LLC, whether it's in a corporation, whether it's a C Corp, whatever entity structure you wanted to set up, it doesn't matter. Of course, it's all based upon your tax liability. You want to speak with your tax strategist, and they'll be able to consult you through that process. So now, we help you get your credit position. You understand the credit is the foundation. We've helped you set up your business, got your business bank compliant, because that's really important. And then we're going to be able to help you go out there and get access to what we call TBM, which stands for the bank's money. Getting the bank's money is the easiest thing when your credit is in position. And so over the course of time, we're going to work with you. Most of our one-on-one coaching clients, we worked with them for about 6 to 9 months, some a little bit longer as far as 12 months. And our main goal, especially with our one-on-one coaching clients, we always want to try to get them access to at least $100,000 to $200,000 in capital in the form of revolving credit cards. Okay. Now, the reason we like revolving credit cards is because when you have revolving capital, and credit cards are all revolving, when you have revolving capital, once you use it, pay it back, it's available again. So let's say you have $100,000 in revolving credit lines. You only need to use $50K of it. Once you use that $50,000, invest into that property, and then you go out, refinance that property, or you sell that property, you now are able to pay back into that $50,000. You now have $100,000 worth of capital again. But then more importantly, you can go to the bank and ask for a credit limit increase. And now that $100,000 turns into $200,000, because I'm always going to ask for 2 to 3 times of whatever my current limits are. That's a credit strategy. So no matter how much available credit you have, when you're going to ask the bank for a credit limit increase, as we call it a CLI, you want to ask for 2 to 3 times your credit limit. And so what we are able to do is we're going to show you how to pull the cash from the cards with the strategy we call liquidation. It's not a cash advance. It's not, where you're paying an exorbitant amount of fees to get access to the cash. We're going to show you the strategy of liquidating your cards to where if you have several credit lines, or even a business line of credit, like I said, equaling $100,000, we want to be able to help you tap into that cash. And let's say you have a property which is $200,000. We know you need to be able to put down 20%, which is $40,000. Okay, so we're going to liquidate $40,000 worth of capital off your credit lines to put as your down payment for this single family or multifamily duplex or whatever it is that you're going to be acquiring. Now, let's say the property needs some rehab. Now, the cool thing about having the credit lines is that your rehab can be financed. Okay, so you're able to finance your rehab. Maybe we've helped you get a line of credit with, one of the Home Depot, Lowe's, or whatever the case is. So again, you still haven't touched your own liquid capital. See, that's the thing that we're always trying to constantly show people, is that when you understand these credit leveraging strategies, throughout this entire process, you haven't touched your own liquid capital. Or let's say you're a brand new investor, or you've had aspirations of being an investor, but you don't have any capital to come to the table. Imagine being able to start from scratch, fixing your credit, getting access to $100,000 worth of capital, and then being able to go and invest into that investment property that you've dreamed of. Now, how you're able to recoup, a couple different ways. One, you can hold the property. Let's say you're buying and holding. You can hold the property and then you can refinance. You refinance the property. Of course, you want to make sure you did your numbers. Make sure that you've purchased at a good ratio. Your cash on cash return is solid. You want to try to find property with some good equity in it, and that will help you to secure a stronger refinance. The money you borrowed against the $100,000 to purchase this property, once you refinance, you're now able to pay back into that $40,000, which gets you liquid again of $100,000 worth of that credit. And again, we just talked about, once you pay that back, you've now showed the bank that you're credit worthy, so you can go back and ask for a credit limit increase. Okay. Now, the cool thing and the reason I really truly do love these strategies, let's say you have a team of people. Okay. So you go out, you start a new LLC, you have 3 people on your team. Okay. I guess he's Millie rocking, my bad with the arms. So you have 3 people. Okay. You 3 start a new company. With that company, you want to make sure you create an operating agreement, which we're going to walk you through and show you how to go through that process. Each 3 of you, we help you position your credit, and you all get access to $100K of capital. Okay? You guys now collectively have over $300,000 worth of capital. What could you do with what could you do with your real estate portfolio having access to $300,000 worth of capital? Even if it was $200,000. And so the power of this, even if you only got 50 piece and you have $150,000 worth of capital. See, the thing is that it's all really just strategies. And once we help you get the actual capital, we're going to help you liquidate the capital. Use that capital that you've now liquidated to invest into that real estate single family home, invest in that multifamily, invest in that hotel, invest into that apartment complex. And then you're going to be able to recoup your investment by either refinancing or selling the property. See, some of the strategies that we've done with myself and my team, and even that we show with our coaching clients, is that we'll get the property. So whether it's a single family, multifamily, whatever the case is, we're going to collect the rents, whatever our cash on cash return is every single month. We're going to do a cash out or a refinance. And then usually after a few, maybe 2 to 3 years, depending on where we figured at, where our potential break-even point is, or where we've capitalized on our rent, we'll go in and sell the property to the tenant. So now we're collecting, let's say $950 a month from this property. And we're going to the tenant and saying, hey, Mr. or Mrs., you're paying us $950 a month. But what if we can show you how to get in position to be able to own this property for only $500 a month? What are they going to say? No. So more importantly, one of the biggest challenges, they may say, well, my credit is not in position. Don't worry. We have a credit team. We're going to help you get your credit in position. Again, credit being the foundation to all of these strategies. We help them get their credit in position. We help them secure conventional financing, because more than likely they may be a first-time home buyer. And so now we turn around and sell the tenant the property. So now, sale of property. Oops. So now we've profited off of this property 3 different times, but it all started with leveraging our credit to get access to revolving credit lines to be able to invest into the real estate property. So Hopefully you've learned something within this strategy. Again, this is the power of doing one-on-one coaching with myself and my team, our group coaching, our group mentorship coaching, because these are the strategies. See, we're going to not only walk you through getting the capital, but we're also going to walk you through the strategies of being able to put together a successful real estate portfolio, which myself and my team, through the Jay Morrison Academy coaching, we've been able to help our coaching clients secure over $15 million in real estate assets in 2018. So family, I look forward to working with each and every last one of you, and I'll see you guys at the top. Peace.